iPad at the same time, but I want to talk about something important and share with you 10 strategies I use to grow my social media following to about almost 11 million followers. And so I'm going to tell you why this is important, why it matters to you, okay? So this isn't just like me bragging or something and trying to just share my numbers. Turn the light down just a teeny bit. So who here realizes, hopefully everybody, the power of social media? If you don't, I got a craziest stat known to mankind, which is the fastest growing company in history, which was Kylie Jenner. So Kylie Jenner built a makeup brand called Kylie Cosmetics, and they've sold $420 million of makeup at under age 21. 420 million, 420 for all you 420 friendly people, worth of makeup at under 21. No TV ads, no TV, no radio, all with social media. No company in history has grown that fast in real sales. Apple didn't do it. Amazon didn't do it. Google didn't do it. Nobody. So for those of you who don't understand why I'm doing this talk, please get this in your head as quickly as possible so that you can benefit, and it's not just the Kardashians. You must, I repeat, you must, at some level, no matter what you're doing, master the game of social media. I haven't done it as well as the Kardashians, but I've done it fairly well. So for those of you who don't know, my name is Ty Lopez. Entrepreneur.com said I was the #1 social media business influencer in the world for 2017. I don't know if that's true. There's a few people that are good at it, not just me, but I do know that me and my business partner, we've spent over $600 million on social media marketing, okay? So here's the deal. How do you grow your following? Well, first of all, like I said, you have to understand that it's important or else you won't do it. But let me go into the 10 strategies. I've got, can you put that right over there if you don't mind? So number 1 is, and by the way, for some of you, I'm going to do something towards the end of this, in addition to giving away cash and stuff. I'm going to actually take a small handful of you, and I've created a test group where I'm actually going to grow your social media following for you. I'll do the work, okay? I haven't never offered that, ever. I really started using social media, I started messing with it around 2012. So in the last 5-6 years, I have. So if you want to do it on your own, you can just listen. Later on, I'm going to put up a link, and a handful of you, I'll grow your social media for you, okay? So first thing I recommend, you need to understand Facebook pages. So everybody, you have your personal Facebook. That's not what I'm talking about. Facebook business page. It doesn't have to be a business. You can have it with you, but it's separate from your personal, okay? So the first step, I'm going to show you my Facebook fan page. It can be a business page. There's an app here I recommend. How does that look? Visible here? Okay. Turn my brightness down a bit. Okay. So here's my Facebook. I recommend you download that app. I'll show it here. It's this little one. But if you click here, you can see my business fan page, or my product, my persona. And I've got 6.2 million likes. Okay? I'll try to, let me fix that might help a little bit. You might not be able to see, but you can look on it. Ty Lopez Official, it has 6.2 million likes. So the reason I say you want to start with Facebook is, what's the largest social media network in the world? Facebook. They also own Instagram. They also own WhatsApp. They also own half of the world, but or they're going to eventually. So you got to pick somewhere to start. Now, it doesn't mean you have to start this way. I'm just showing you, if I walk through the door at your house or your business and I said, I'm going to take over things for you, the first one I'm going to start with is your Facebook fan page, because we can use your Facebook fan page and we can use it to get Twitter followers and Instagram followers and Snapchat and YouTube subscribers and podcasts, okay? Somebody asked, Ty, wait, they own WhatsApp? Yep, they bought WhatsApp. So how do you grow your Facebook fan page? Well, I did an experiment. I know how to grow mine 150,000 a day, okay? Now, those are not fake accounts. Those are not bots. Those are real people. I've grown mine 1 million a week if I focus on it and do a concentrated boost. But I grew 4 million this year, and then I'm not growing it as much anymore, because once you get a certain amount of followers, it's like, I don't really need 50 million followers. But what I recommend you do is you start with a global campaign and you boost basically some of your content with very simple call to action, saying, if you agree, like my page. That's the way that you can do it. If you agree, like a page, like my Facebook page. And you can boost those. Facebook allows you, for a relatively small amount of money, it could be, you could spend $10 a day, you could spend $10,000 a day. But I recommend you start with a global campaign for several reasons. One, if you just try to do your local area at the beginning, okay, it's expensive, because if you live in Los Angeles, a lot of people are trying to target just Los Angeles, okay? So for me, you're not trying to make money yet with your Facebook fan page. That's not the goal. What you're trying to do is get your follower count up. And here's why. This is a principle that you gotta understand. Somebody might say, oh, Ty, is that just to feed somebody's ego that you want to get more followers? No, that's not anything to do with ego. It's very simple. In the future, the more followers you have, let's just take an example, Instagram, because a lot of people use Instagram. So Instagram, I just passed here 2.7 million Instagram followers. So it's now easier for me to get followers, because if I post a video that kind of goes viral, people look, they see Ty Lopez, they look that I already have 2.7 million followers, and it's called social proof. They go, well, if 2.7 million people like or subscribe to Ty's Instagram or YouTube, like, maybe I should too. Maybe I'm missing something. For those of you who don't have any followers on your Facebook business page, it's harder at the beginning. So if you can just use global followers at the beginning, even if there is some in the Philippines and some in Indonesia, some in Africa, it doesn't matter if they're relevant to your exact product yet. You need to get engagement up. You need to get people following you and subscribing. Every business, also social proof. Sometimes before I go to use a business or I go to a restaurant, I'll look at their Facebook fan page. If it's got 2 followers, I'm not going to go, because I'm like, what the hell? So it's expected nowadays that you have a decent amount of followers. I would recommend a minimum threshold, especially for those of you who are entrepreneurs, at least 10,000 people on each of the main platforms. You don't have to get there overnight, but I would suggest a minimum. You need 10,000 Facebook fans, you need 10,000 Instagram, 10,000 Twitter, 10,000 on Snap, 10,000 YouTube subscribers at a minimum. Okay, like I said, I have 10, 11 million followers across all my platforms. I just passed the million, actually. Those of you who follow me on Twitter, I almost doubled my Twitter in the last month. I started focusing on it and things like that. So 10,000 is a great minimum for each of you. And believe it or not, one of the things I want you to understand, it's not just me that can do this. It's not just me. You can do it too. Follow the formulas. The big thing I want you to take away from this, start with a global boost. And there's a certain kind of ad you need to make. And it varies, but basically, for me, for example, let's say I'd post a video I made or a picture of me with a book, and it'd be like, and it's a popular book like Think and Grow Rich. I could take a little ad on Facebook. I could boost it for 10 bucks, $1,000 bucks, $100, whatever you want. And it would say like, if you like Think and Grow Rich, like my page. If you like Think and Grow Rich like me, like my page. If you like the 4 agreements like I do, click my, like my page. And if you do that globally, you can get followers for relatively low cost. And if you set a target, each of you, to in the next 18 months to get 10,000 followers on each platform, you'll make the money back if you do it right. Like I've made 100 times back all the money that I've invested. Okay, this tip is very dope. Thank you. I'm giving you 10 tips. I'm giving you 10. I gotta go here. I actually have a party for Tech Week at my house. So hopefully I'll get to all 10. I might run out of time before I get to all 10, but I'll try to do as many as I can. Okay, let's talk about Twitter strategy. Actually, let's go to Instagram. Number 2. Can you check off the ones I'm doing there so I don't get lost? Instagram growth. Okay, here's the thing about Instagram growth. Good news is if you grow your Facebook fan page, you can, you can port or redirect a lot of your Facebook fans on your page to Insta. You see? Think of it this way. If you have one place that you do well on, Facebook, why wouldn't those people want to follow you on Instagram? So you can start posting on your Facebook, yo, if you like this, I just posted a new video on Instagram. It's not as simple as some people do it wrong, but if you do it right, it's extremely effective. That light is just a weird light, man, for YouTube. Put it a little further back. Put it a foot back. It's just like, washes. That's better. Okay, so what I like to do is first try to get my Facebook fan page up, global boost on, if you like this, what I'm doing, like my page. Then I try to port or redirect the people from Facebook to Insta. That's one strategy that works very well. Okay, I've grown my Facebook right now. Yesterday I added 20,000 Instagram followers. You can see on Social Blade. Literally, I get a screenshot. I'll show you a screenshot. I have one of my assistants once a day at midnight. So let's look what I did. All right, here's my Social Blade statistics for Instagram. Yesterday was 20,000 followers, 20,822 followers, 20,822. See that? It's not. You can always just look on socialblade.com yourself. So I got 20,882 in one day. How did I do that? Well, it's a combination now. Some of it's viral growth. But one of the big things was if you can get your Facebook popping, you can target those people on Facebook and redirect them, and they follow you on Instagram. Pretty simple, right? So stuff, by the way, they should have taught us in school. Unfortunately, they didn't, but Okay. So Instagram, that's one strategy, the redirect strategy. So I will call that A. B is a strategy that I like as well, which is basically an internal. Sometimes they call them share for share. So here's what you do. If you have 2,000 Instagram followers, you go. This is the key. Listen to precisely how I'm telling you to do this. I'm giving you free gold here. What you do is you first share somebody else's content. This is where everybody teaching this that I've seen does it backwards. They say go out and direct message a whole bunch of people and ask them to post for you. That's you taking from people. You must give before you take. So you just go to your friends and go, hey, I posted this post you did on my Instagram story or my Instagram main feed because I liked your post and I told all my friends to go follow you. So now you're scratching their back first before you ask them to scratch yours. So then you can come back a week later and say, oh, would you mind posting this for me? And once you've done it for them first, they're literally 10 times more likely to say yes. So before you ask them to share for you, you share for them. And guess what? You don't even have to ask permission. Legally, anything posted on their Instagram, you can repost it. It's part of the terms and conditions. For those of you coming in late, can you bring me that, put that drink a little closer? We're talking about how I grew my social media, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, to basically a little under 11 million subscribers in 2 years. Okay, it's taken me about 2 years. I started really in 2015, and so a little over 2 years. My Instagram, we're talking about how I got 2.7 million followers. I just passed 2.7. Thank you for those of you who follow me. So I talked about redirecting them from your Facebook. I talked about internal share for share. First, you share. That is so important. I promise you, nobody's going to get mad if you share and get them followers. Does that make sense? Okay, I'm giving you 10 tips as much. By the way, I'm going to put up a link shortly. I've never done this. People have asked me for years, Ty, will you grow my social media and my business followers for me? So if you own a business, or you're a personal brand, or you're an author, or you're a fitness person, and you want me and my team to grow your brand, I'm going to do it for a small amount of people, because I'm not going to do it for everybody on this call. It's not possible. But I've already grown other people that have businesses I'm an investor in, and I'm going to offer it to you guys in a small test group, teeny percent of you, 1/10 of 1% of people on this call. So somebody said, is it going to cost big money? No, I'm not going to charge a ton of money. You'll see. I'm not going to lose money on it, but okay. So Instagram growth, 2 quick hacks. Remember, porting them from your Facebook. That's why I said tip number 1, Facebook. Okay. Let's talk about Twitter for a second. Just because Twitter is more powerful than people realize, Twitter is harder to make money from. Okay, but my Twitter, thank you. I just passed 1 million followers. I about almost doubled my Twitter in the last month or two, because I wasn't focused on Twitter before. By the way, one of the things you got to learn, you must focus one at a time. Okay, you cannot just go, I'm going to be good on Insta, Twitter, podcast, YouTube, like all at once. I've seen people doing that. That's why I said I've given you an order. Start with Facebook. It's the largest audience in the world. It's over depending on how you count it, 1 to 2 billion members on Facebook. Then number 2, you can go to Instagram if you want to. Instagram is the sexiest, and of course it's owned by Facebook, so you get a lot of the crossover. So with Twitter, you have to basically post more often. So I recommend approximately 7 times a day, and do custom content. So especially to grow, if you know how Instagram has that button that says, do you also want to share this on Twitter? Never say yes to that. Okay? Never share direct from Insta. Trust me, it's idiotic. It creates a weird link nobody wants to click on. If you look right now at my Twitter feed, you know what we really need? We need a good monitor system so I could show this like on there. It's hard to show. So let me show you guys here. If you look at my Twitter feed is very clean. It's not full of crazy retweets. That's what some people do. But you look through here, I pin them. I changed my pin. I got 13,000 likes on this. But today, not counting this, I posted there. It's like a clean feed. It's just value, 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 value. So basically, people can go to my Twitter. They start subscribing to me because I'm just giving simple value. It's not complicated. It's not 4 trillion retweets and weird things like that. Somebody says, why? Vanessa said, why is Twitter important? Because, 100 million people use it. Why would you want to? If you look at Kylie Jenner, we talked about at the beginning how she built the fastest sales growth company in history, 400 million plus in 18 months. How'd she do it? Simple. She used Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and she used Twitter. Okay? Someone said, Ty, how much is your Instagram worth? Oh, it's worth a lot. Because if you can get 2.7 million followers, engaged people, it's very powerful. Someone said, Ty, your SMA course is off the chain. Arcel Sanders. Thanks, man. Okay, so Post more. Twitter is the platform that allows the most post activity. You probably don't want to post 7 times a day on your Facebook. Even Instagram. Sometimes you could do it. You could do 7 times a day on Instagram. Certain accounts like 9gag grow really well and they do it, but you gotta be careful with that. You have to know what to post. You start posting 7 times a day, some junky posts and the thing you'll destroy your whole following. So, but with Twitter, you can post a lot. I've seen people growing their following, posting 100 times a day. You look at like Michael Rappaport, the sports guy. Sometimes that guy posts every 10 seconds. I mean, somebody, a great question. Someone said, Ty, why is Twitter important? Well, it made Donald Trump the president of the United States. So if you do or don't like Donald Trump, make no mistake, Twitter was a big part of Donald Trump becoming the president of the United States. You may need a smaller monitor. So that should be reason enough and alone, right? He can make somebody president. I knew Donald Trump was going to win, and I'm not even Republican or Democrat. I knew Hillary was going to lose because I looked at their their Twitter engagement, and Donald Trump on average was getting 5 to 10 times more likes per tweet than Hillary. So I knew that the news was full of crap saying that he's losing in the polls. I knew it. I told somebody, I actually talked about it live 2 months before the election. I said, this is bullshit. The news said that he's 90% chance he's going to lose. I said, democracy is about who votes. If people are voting on Twitter, a good percentage of them will go vote, you know. And sure enough, he didn't lose by 90%. I mean, the polls gave a 90% chance he'd lose. So whether you like Donald Trump or if you hate Donald Trump, you should realize the importance of Twitter. It can create virality. It does. Here we go. Thank you. So if you look here, we'll try to bring this on. We'll just go like, you know what'll be better? Bring it a little bit back, and then bring it kind of behind it there. Okay. So here's my Twitter. You can just see it's. We'll move it a little more that way. Yeah. Everybody see?
Instagram's good.
Might have to go more. I don't know if that. You know what? It's probably gonna wash too much. Don't worry about it. Let's pull it off. These live phones, when you go on selfie style, it washes out. Okay, so even if you turn the brightness down just a little bit, someone said that's a massive tablet. Okay, so that's just tip number 3. The next very important thing, the next platform that I think is important, and this one depends on the age you're trying to target. So if you have a business that's trying to target 45-year-old people, this is the next part you can ignore, but podcast is Snapchat is very important. And so you have direct competition, Insta stories. Oops. Insta is competing, right? But Snapchat still has better continual engagement, meaning if you post 10 times on Instagram story versus 10 times on Snapchat, more people will watch Snap from start to finish. More people will watch Snap from start to finish than Instagram. I think it's because of the interface. It's more locked in when you go to Snap, whereas Instagram, you just go like this and it takes you to the next post. So I think Snapchat is great. Think of Snapchat as like TV. Now, once again, how do you grow a Snapchat? Snapchat and YouTube are the 2 hardest to grow, just so you know. So everybody watching, a few of you, I'm going to take you and I'm actually going to grow your social media for your brand or yourself as a human or your business, your product. But for those of you who are going to go out after I'm done with this call and you're going to do it on your own, mark my words, Snapchat is relatively hard to grow. So once again, going back to the first point that I made here, you want to start by growing your Facebook business page, increasing your global followers, and you know, you can build. I have a really big Snapchat. You never will know how many followers you have in Snapchat. You have to approximate, because Snapchat doesn't show you, they don't really show you stuff. They don't show you, they just show you views. That's about it. But the good news is, since Snapchat is harder to grow, that means it's easier to compete because it's harder to grow for everybody. So if you crack the code, boom, very little competition. And by the way, if you don't think Snapchat's important, this is Kylie Jenner's #1 platform. Of course, now she does Instagram more, but this generated I'm going to guess at least 300 million for her. Okay, under 21 years old. I'm going to guess. I don't know. It could be a little off. I would say $100 to $300 million. Pretty good, right? Someone left an interesting comment. Snapchat is very important. Notice after DJ Khaled. Yeah, DJ Khaled grew his brand from being pretty well known to being like a household name just with Snapchat too. Okay, so how do you grow it if it's hard to grow? What I did, once again, you take your Facebook followers and you redirect them and say, go follow my Snap. It can be as simple as posting your Snap code, or tell them, I'm doing XYZ only on my Snap. Okay? That's a big thing. It's called scarcity, urgency. You give people a reason to go and say, you know what? This is something that I wanted to disappear in 24 hours because it's crazy that I did. I pulled a prank on somebody. I don't want this all over Facebook to be reshared, because Snap videos are very hard to reshare if you don't want your videos reshared. So, whereas Facebook, your mom might see. So you give a reason and then you port your Facebook people. As you can see, going back to my core supposition, you need to get your Facebook up. There's a reason that the largest following I have is on Facebook. I have 6.2 million on Facebook. I have 2.7 on Instagram, over a million on YouTube, over 1 million on Twitter, over 1 million on what's the other one? Oh, you don't know on Snapchat, but I have a lot on Snapchat. Snapchat doesn't show your actual follower count. But the point is, Facebook is the anchor, and it makes sense. 2 billion people are on Facebook in almost every country in the world. You could go to Zimbabwe, you could go to Russia. People are on Facebook. Now China has banned Facebook, but there's still people that come in through virtual private servers or VPNs, and they get in there too. So, okay, I want to talk about another thing, which is going live on platforms. So, one of the things that you have is going live. And right now, if you looked here, I created a setup. I think I'm the only person in the world with this setup. I had the Wolf of Wall Street here today, Jordan Belfort. I did. Some of you might have seen the live stream, but you can use live streaming to do simple things. I did a test. I played basketball, and I just did some giveaways, and I said, like, who thinks I'm going to make this shot right now? Go live, click right here and follow me. You could give away a small thing. It could be a book. It could be $100. If you don't have $100, it could be, like I said, give away something you already own that you don't use in your house, and you go live with it. So whoever wants this, let's say you go live on Facebook. You can be like, go over to my Instagram. I'm going to pick one person who follows me in the next, 20 minutes, and I'm going to give them these old pair of Nikes that I have, or Yeezys, or I'm going to give you these 3 books that have been on my bookshelf that I already read. Believe it or not, people love free stuff, man. So you can use live for like really powerful, I call it intense attention, because people, since they know it's live, they know it's going to end. So people pay intense attention. If you're like, by the time I'm done with this stream, I'm going to give this away. I gave away a laptop when I was visiting in Virginia at a movie theater, and I broke, I think, the world record for Instagram comments. I think it might have been broken by some guy in Asia, but he used, I think, a bot with fake. These were not fake likes. I said the last person to comment on this laptop gets, on this post gets this laptop. And I think I got, in 4 hours, 257,000 comments. It was crazy. It almost broke. You can break some of the, I've broken Snapchat before. So I hope each of you will understand that you can get intense urgency with live streaming, man. You can get people to do stuff. And again, if you can get your Facebook page to have more followers, you can boost you can go live on Facebook, and then you can send them over to your Instagram, your Snapchat, your Twitter. You can do it Monday, you do it on Snap. Tuesday, you can drive them over to YouTube. Does that make sense? Somebody said, Ty, seriously, you broke Snapchat? Yeah, I've broken the Snapchat inbox 2 times by saying the first person to comment or snap me something, get something, and heck yeah. Oh, you can break. I have a rep at Snapchat, and he's like, dude, we can't handle that volume. It doesn't break the whole app. It just breaks my inbox. It freezes because I'll get like maybe 100 snaps a second, literally a second. Now, remember, I have a bigger one. It didn't start out that way for me. So you're not going to break anything. So it's actually not good to break it, because then if you're doing a giveaway, everyone gets frustrated. Yeah, Kylie Jenner would break it 100 times more than me. Maybe not 100. She's probably not 100 times more followers than me, but she's got a lot of followers. Her Instagram, I mean, she got like 100 million followers. She's 10 times. So she'll probably break it 10 times faster than me. Okay, so you need attention. It's a great place to do some simple giveaways to grow your brand. I like doing it on live. And I've done it not live. If you've seen, I've done it on Instagram. I've done it on, non-live platforms. But I kind of like it on live. And you'll see. So let's actually do one right now. See who's been paying attention. $100 to the first person who answers this. The question, do you guys like this? This is Versace. I don't have it buttoned all the way up, but I realize I have it buttoned. I need to button it one more. I'm launching a clothing company. What do you guys think of the brand name? Is it too cheesy to call it Dress to Impress? It's kind of a cheesy name, but everybody knows it. What do you guys think? Dress to Impress? Thumbs up or thumbs down? It'd be a box that would ship you like clothes for guys that are like really high quality. Someone said yes, badass, for sure, hell no, cheesy, cheesier than nachos, yes, yes, and thumbs down, yeah. So it's like 50-50. People like it. Okay, let's do a quick giveaway as an example of what I'm talking about. Trust me, I'll grow my following. I'll probably grow at least 20,000 on Instagram, between 10 and 20,000. You can see my numbers publicly on Social Blade. Yesterday it was 20,000. I grow my Twitter probably about 10,000, and a big part of that is because what I'm doing right now with you guys, engaging. So $100 I will PayPal to the first person who answers this, so I know they were paying attention. What did I say is the type of boost you should do on Facebook when you're getting started? What kind of boost? The third person that I see? Oh, first person that I see on Twitter. The third person, I see somebody on YouTube. Gonna give Facebook the chance to catch up here. I don't see anyone on Instagram yet. Okay, I see someone. All right, so now as soon as we see Facebook catch. Facebook is on a lag live, so give me a second. The question one more time to repeat it. What type of boost should you do on Facebook to get followers? Should they just be in your local town? Okay, here we go. I see it all. Tell me when to stop, Sam.
Stop.
All right, we're going to do Facebook. And Rebecca Martinez Soto has it correct. The answer is a global boost. So to start out, you'll get cheaper followers and fans just globally. So I have fans in the Philippines and in Indonesia and in Africa and in Europe. And people say, oh, are those not valuable? Of course they're valuable. I mean, humans are humans. You can add value to the world. It doesn't just have to be add value in your own town. Over time, of course, you need to do, if you have a local business like a restaurant, over time you need to do local campaigns too. Someone said, Ty, that wasn't a bad giveaway. So let's talk for a second. So those are 5 things. I told you guys 10. I've actually given 10 away, but there's a lot more. I'm starting to lose my voice, and I have a party here at my house. So there's about 150 entrepreneurs here. It's a tech week. So all the CEOs here are coming to my house. So one thing I will say, let me put up a link in a second. If you want me, is this the list here? Yeah, let me see. Let's swap out these boards. I'm gonna just put this link. I've never done this. This is brand new. So you guys are seeing, this is another thing for your lives. Announce your brand new stuff on live. It's awesome. So I've created a small group of, or I'm creating right now. You're literally seeing it. I've done this before, but I've never done it publicly. So I've only done this for a handful of private business. If you are an entrepreneur or not an entrepreneur, but you maybe are an author of a book, you want to grow your personal social media following, I'm going to take a small select group of you and I'm going to follow the exact formula that I used to get over 10.9 million social media followers in the last 2 years. They're valuable. They've been worth to me, I don't know, 40 or 50 million dollars. And that'll vary from person to person. But social media followers, it's not just for your ego. It's the new way to reach people. So if you want to reach more people, I'm going to put a link up in a second. If you're watching this on my website, there'll be a button that will appear somewhere here on this page. You can click it and you can join the test group. And so there's 3 levels to what I'll do for you. The first level is simply start to grow as I recommend it. We'll start with your Facebook follower count, start to grow that. And then there's 2 other levels. When you talk to my team, they'll talk to you about what you're trying to do. And we have some other packages, level 2 package and a level 3 package. We also have an enterprise. I'm starting to sign billion-dollar companies want me to do this for them, but I don't want to just work for billion-dollar corporations. That's why I'm opening this up for you guys, like me. I'm not a corporation, so I like to help everyday ordinary people. Here's the 10 things that I'll be doing. So this is kind of like, you could call this a Ty Lopez social media marketing agency. I've had a course for the last year, and I've had my own internal social media marketing agency for years that markets different companies I own, whether it's my personal brand, whether it's Mentor Box, whether it's, the glasses company that have Swannies, whether it's supplement business that I have, like all kinds of stuff, okay? So here's the 10 things I can do for you. I want to start with, as I said, we'll create the Facebook strategy. My goal is to add 10,000 followers for you per month, and then we'll go from there. We can also grow your Instagram. If you need lead generation, you need more customers, we'll be working with you on that. So who here is that remotely interested too, just so I get kind of a survey here, who here is interested in me personally helping grow your social media? Just understand that, let me see how many people are on this call. This live stream, probably on all 4 of these, about 20,000 people are gonna watch this. Obviously, I'm not gonna grow 20,000 people's accounts. So for those of you who are business owners, this is especially relevant to you because you have a way to monetize it. So basically, how it works is I'm gonna put a button, I'm gonna put a link, you click it, you go, you fill out the application, you explain your business, there's a phone scheduler, my team will call you tomorrow or whenever you want. You'll put down a deposit, it's 100% money back, refundable deposit. So if you talk to us and we don't think we can help you grow, we'll press 1 button, you'll get the 100% refundable deposit back. If you are a good fit, we can apply that towards level 1, 2, or 3. So level 1 is right at $1,000 a month, okay? Now, why am I charging money? It's because we're gonna do paid boosting. So I'm actually gonna spend money. So it's not like you're just giving me money. I'm going to actually take my team that runs my marketing and my growth, and they're gonna actually work for you. I've never done this before. This is a promise. Never. The only people I've ever done it for is companies I own shares in. But you have your own ideas, so if you want this, I want you to act relatively quickly because I promise you this thing is going to fill up very quickly. I'm not taking like 1,000 people, okay? And we'll get a ton of people that are gonna, I haven't even announced this on my Snapchat yet. I haven't even put it on my Instagram story. Somebody says, is this just scarcity? No, this isn't scarcity. This is called you snooze, you lose, and there's a difference. False scarcity is when you, like Amazon does false scarcity. I go to buy a book, there's like, we only have 3 left in the warehouse. Well, no crap, but you can get 10,000 more at any time. Amazon tries to trick you. Trust me, Amazon's sneaky. But if you look how they word it, they're very precise. Their lawyers have it. It's like, there's only 3 in stock, but we'll get more soon, and like in smaller font. So what I'm saying to you is, I'm not gonna take 100,000 people on and manage their social media. Somebody said, is this like, what does this say? Ty, is it expensive? Well, it depends. For some of you, this is out of your price range because you don't have a business. For those of you who have a business and you're spending money on marketing, I'm telling you, you're throwing money away if you're not growing your social media following. Trust me. Kylie Jenner's under 21 and made $420 million in makeup sales in 18 months. So for those of you who have the budget to do this, this is who I'm talking to. If you don't have the budget, then I've given you some outlines. You can try it on your own. You can spend 10 bucks a month on just growing your followers. So this is a very specific thing. The things we can do in addition to growing the Facebook, we can grow your Instagram. We can optimize your website. Email marketing is huge. By the way, they're still about equally valuable. A large social media following and a large email list, they're both worth about the same amount of money financially for you. They're very important, by the way. Like, I make a lot of money with my email list. I have big lists, you know, in the millions that I've built up over time, but it's worth a lot of money if you do it right. Most people don't know how to do it right. Somebody said, why even pay for marketing in the social media world? So what you're gonna do, companies like Coca-Cola spend $3 billion a year on TV commercials. But slowly but surely, they are starting to spend on Instagram and YouTube. So you have to spend some money, just so you know, partially because Mark Zuckerberg changed the algorithm, and he changed the algorithm so that you can't reach your own followers even without spending a little bit of money. So this, if you're wondering why this costs money, blame Mark Zuckerberg. But the good news is, for a very small amount of money, you can get a huge return. Now, we'll talk about creating your brand story. We'll generate customers and leads. We can do your Google AdWords, your Facebook ads. Retargeting is massive. I didn't even have time to get into that. Some of you see me following you all around the internet with my ads. I make, for every dollar I spend, for every $1,000 I spend on that, I'll make about 4,000 back per day. Okay? 2,000 to 4,000. If I spend $10,000 a day on retargeting right now, I'll make back 20 to 40,000 in under 24 hours. Name any other investment in the world that does that. Even Bitcoin doesn't do that. Quadruple per day? No. Bitcoin right now almost at 8,000. It's crazy. So there's a real value in this. For some of you, you don't see the value, and that means you're not a good candidate for these, for this. For those of you who understand what I'm talking about and you get it, this is for you. Okay, so I'm gonna put the link up here. What is our link? Manage. Okay, so right now, I promise you this will fill up quickly. So if you are interested, go do this immediately. If you have the budget, you get what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. You can go to entrepreneur.com, look up my name. I was voted #1 social media business networker in the world. Like I said, there's a few of us that are good. I'm not the only one, but I'm not a newbie to this. I started in 2001, okay? Me and Alex Mayer have spent over $600 million on advertisements. If you want to take our experience and our know-how and help you, I'm willing to do that. If it doesn't fit for you, you can use all the free stuff I gave and try it on your own. Okay, so you just simply go, if you want to be in the first ever test group, you just go to my website and you just type in tylopez.com and you got to go here, the word manage. They should put this on the slider somehow in case people go to the website. tylopez.com/manage. Let me bring that a little bit closer. Okay, is that visible?
It needs to go this way for Instagram.
How about that?
Yep.
tylopez.com/manage. Okay? So I'll be reading off the first person to get in. I wonder who the first person in the world to get in. I've been asked this for years. So let's talk about the price. Okay? So the basic price for level 1, which is really to help you grow your Facebook fan following, where we start there. That is the foundational building block. I'm telling you what I do. I have the most followers on Facebook. I have 6.2 million. No business person has more than me. I don't think so. Does Mark Cuban have it? No. I think I'm by far, I think I'm double the size of any other business person in the world. So I practice what I preach. I don't want you to think I'm not going to do anything for you that I don't do for myself. That wouldn't make sense. That's hypocritical. This is not hypocritical. This is a real deal thing. So you go here. Somebody said Mark Zuckerberg has more. You are right. But he also owns Facebook, so he has a slight advantage on all of us. So tylopez.com/manage. The cost. Okay. Level 1 is $9.97 a month. Cancel anytime. There's no contracts. So if you don't like it, you can just turn it off. We'll send you an email before we charge your card about 3 days ahead of time. So if any time you're like, ooh, I don't want to do this anymore, it's not helping my business, cancel. Why do I charge $1,000? Now, let me just show you one thing. No, so right now, it says one time. It needs to be changed, by the way, but so here's how it works. It says one time on the page for a very simple reason. We haven't accepted you yet. So you have to apply, and so we're doing it as a deposit. If you're accepted, and we'll probably accept about 60% of businesses. There's about 40% of businesses I don't know how to help. I just don't. And I don't want to take your money if I can't help you. So 40% we'll just press the button and send you your deposit back. If you choose to stay in the program, it'll be $9.97 a month till you cancel. That's level 1. If you want us to do more, there's 2 or 3 other levels above that. But you don't just start with level 1. Trust me. I got ninja techniques that maybe no one else in the world has. If you want me to help you grow your social media, if you're spending money on advertising now, if you have a restaurant, if you have a mortgage company, if you're a realtor, if you're in the fitness business, if you're an author, if you are not investing in your own brand, you don't get the game of business. The game of business is to invest, man. Some people go, oh, this is expensive. It's not expensive if it has a return on investment. In fact, if something has a return on investment and you don't do it, you're actually losing money in opportunity costs. Okay? So cancel anytime. It's also 100% refundable. Okay? Oops. Again, I told you this is for about 0.1% of the people on this call, or 1% of this call, we could say. I'm going to answer questions, and I want to go over a few common questions. I'm just going to check. Let's see who's the first one. The first person to get in my social media marketing agency last year made $1,040,000. So, oops, my phone just died. Let me turn it on. That's annoying. Huh? Yeah, we'll talk. We'll do that later. So one of the things I want to tell you, for those of you who aren't sure, I want to ask you, what's the worst case situation that happens? You sign up, you get followers, you cancel it, you don't do it again. Worst case scenario, you have thousands, even tens of thousands of followers that you can keep forever. That's the key thing people forget about followers. You know why I like to grow my followers? Because once I get them once, if I spend money to grow my Facebook fan page or my Instagram or my YouTube, very few people unsubscribe. Instagram, people unsubscribe more than any other one if you post too often, but YouTube, they don't unsubscribe. My YouTube goes up every day. Once I get those followers, they'll be following me if I do it right for 10 years. Imagine you building, you do a TV ad like they used to do old school. The second you take your ad down, they didn't follow you. They won't see your ads for free. Once you get a follower once, somebody said like PewDiePie. PewDiePie is the largest YouTuber, it's the most subscribers, over 50 million. He makes $8 to $14 million a year playing video games. Once he gets his followers, sure, a few unsubscribe, but it's offset by the increase in new subscribers, and he doesn't have to spend money anymore. You got to get it off the ground, people. You got to get it off the ground. So for those of you who get it, you're not penny wise and dollar foolish. I mean, I've spent as much as $500,000 a month to grow my following. It's probably the most I've ever spent. Yeah, no, actually more. I've done more. I've probably done $1 million in a month as an experiment. So I know a lot of you don't have $1 million in 1 month, but a lot of you understand the game of investing. Ty, do you know why Instagram subscribers unfollow? Yeah, Instagram, like YouTube, it's harder. YouTube subscribers versus Instagram versus Twitter. Instagram's the one people unsubscribe the most, partially because it's the easiest. Somebody said define the money back guarantee. Okay, so this is a deposit. You'll talk with my team. We'll get you set up. Once we start for that month, okay, if we don't get you any followers, or we get you like 2 followers, but I'm gonna guarantee you that you'll get over 5,000 followers, or we'll give you your money back. Anybody that we can't get 5,000 followers a month, we should be able to get ideally, I don't like to overpromise. I like to underpromise and overdeliver. So we should be able to get a lot more than that. But again, global following, they're real followers, by the way. We don't have any bot system. They will be global. Okay, so I have followers there's 100 million people in the Philippines. There's people in Canada are large. I have a large following in Mexico. I mean, my following is about 60% America and 40% global. So I don't think if you're in America or you're in the United Kingdom, you don't want to have 99% of your followers in Bali, or in Micronesia or something like that. But it's okay to speak to the world. In fact, I make money. It's interesting. I make 30% of my income outside the US and about 30-40% of my followers. So it's very pro rata and proportional. Okay, I got my phone reset. Other questions? I want to really speak to the fear that some people have, because we live in a world where, oh, here we go. First person. Oops. Actually, who's the first? Who is the first? Wait, how did somebody get in? I didn't even have the link. Somebody found the link before I even had it. So congratulations. I believe the first person to get in here. I'll show you guys.
Yeah, this was the beginning of the call.
Right. Oh, that's because I have the links.
Yeah.
Ha. So I have the links in YouTube, in Twitter, Instagram, I pinned it, and I have it in Facebook. So Ryan Austin, congratulations. First person in the test group. When you go into the test group, it's extremely important that you fill out the phone scheduler. We got to talk to you. It'll either be me calling you, or more likely one of my assistants will call you first. I'll talk to people if I need to, but we want to make sure we can help you. Some of you will have some crazy bit. Some of you, first of all, I get this. About 1% of people who contact me have an illegal business that they want me to help them promote. I'm not going to do that. Okay? I had a dude one time that wanted to give me $100 grand to grow his business. He was in Canada, but he said he had to give me cash. And I said, why? He goes, because I'm a drug dealer and I want to grow my personal Facebook fan page. I'm like, dude, I'm not going to take $100 grand from you cash and risk getting in trouble. And so, so I got to talk to you. My team will talk to you. 60-70% of you will be approved, but you can't lose money, because if we can't help you, we press one button. So we press one button, you get your money back. Holly S says, why can't you manage a drug dealers? Someone said, was that El Chapo? No, it wasn't. Okay, congratulations to Jared Vincent, Don Kirkman, Eric Stanley, Sip Rodriguez. Hey, that's you that commented right there. Angelo Christian, Rasham Riemann. I'm just reading these. Rashad Riemann. Luke Martin. Wait, is that Luke that I know? Might be somebody I know. Aaron Campbell. Arundu Knox. Awesome. Martin Froneman. I'm pretty sure you're Swedish or something. Where are you? I can tell that spelling is Scandinavian. So cool. Okay, questions on how I can help you with, or how you can do it yourself. Some of you are going to do it yourself, and a lot of you are going to just let you look. Let me tell you one little secret to life that I have. I have an advantage that I used to not have when I started at 19. I use other people to do stuff for me. For example, my podcast. it's now shot up to be usually in the top 5 or 6 in the world in business. And I just started focusing on it about in August. So how did I do that? I have 3 people that I pay each month who are consultants who give me strategy and marketing techniques. I'm just being honest with you. I'm honest, transparent. My Twitter pops. Show me one business Twitter account that's a business one like mine that gets more consistent engagement. I get from usually minimum 1,000 likes, and these are, again, not bots, not anything. They go 1 to 30,000 or 40,000 likes per tweet, and I post about 5 to 7 times a day. The reason is not because I'm so smart. I have contractors who do stuff or in-house in my company. So for a lot of you people, what you're doing wrong is you're not leveraging other people's skills. You gotta leverage other people's skills. Okay? Like, a lot of people are trying to, I'm not even a master at growing podcasts, but my podcast was number 2 or something the other day. It bounces around. So now it's pretty much stays in the top 7. What is that? We'll see what it's at today. So for those of you trying to grow a podcast on your own, I don't even know how to grow it on my own. I need a team. What I'm offering, I've never offered before, is I'm gonna give you access to my team. So that's what you are getting. Congratulations, Tia Blair. Congratulations, Jared Vincent, Don Kirkman, Eric Stanley. Sip Rodriguez, you paid twice. We'll refund you one. I don't know why you're paying. You only need to pay once. Dusty Bookhammer, Angelo Christian. Okay, congratulations. So I'm gonna keep this link. I'm gonna be up here. I gotta go. I got a party. I'll be here. It's been 56 minutes. I'm gonna be here for 15 more minutes. I'm gonna keep this link up for 1 hour. Then we're closing it up. You will miss the test group. I told you I like to do. I'm gonna rock and roll. With those of you who got in, you're gonna be my testimonials. I'm gonna do an extra good job for the first of those of you who get in, because I only have one thing that I want from you. Look, by the way, the money I'm not keeping. It's $1,000 a month. Cancel anytime. No long-term contracts. I'm not gonna make $1,000 because I'm gonna spend money on Facebook ads. I'll make some profit and I'll pay my team, but I'm not making. I mean, no business has 100% profit margins. Okay, my profit margin will probably be, I don't know, 30% or something like that. For those of you trying to price your business, you should try to make between 20 to 40% profit margins. Don't go too low or you're always out of business. Don't go too high because you're greedy and you'll have to price too high. So, now, once again, I want those of you who got in and those of you considering, I want you to imagine something for a second. Okay? All of a sudden, your social media following is going up. Your bank account should go up proportionally if you do it correctly. That's what happened to me. Now, some of you don't have a business. Some of you are authors. Your book sales will go up. I can make, I'm fortunate enough, I can make a book a bestseller in about 15 minutes. Why? Because you can leverage your social media following for your book. If you want to do, some of you, I'm going to give you a little ninja trick. You want a ninja trick? James Swanwick, who's one of my business partners, he paid me $25,000 in 2013 to help him grow his business. Okay, now he's making, you've seen it. I posted statistics, make about $6,000 a day. So he's making between $100,000 and $150,000-ish per month gross, and he's netting about $20,000 to $30,000 a month net. Him and his brother Tristan from Australia. I told him, I said, listen, what do you do? Because you're always traveling for free. He said, Ty, anytime I'm going somewhere, I call up 3 hotels in the area, or I email their PR department, and I say, I'll post that I'm staying at your hotel if you give me free rooms. I kid you not. He travels around the world for free, and he only has like 10 or 20,000 followers. So there's little perks like that. I can't tell you how many nightclubs I've got in. I get in nightclubs all the time. Like, I was in London at the most hoity. London is the most bourgeois, well, not the most, but Monte Carlo or something like that. But it's just bougie. And one of the bouncers recognized me and showed the door person that I have, 6 million Facebook followers, and they're just like, oh, come in. And like, I'm not even a celebrity, but doors will open for you, figuratively and literally. Income begins to open up when you have the attention of more and more people. Some of you who are going to get in level 2, remember this is for level 1. where we're going to focus on growing your Facebook first. Those of you get in level 2 or level 3, I'll grow some. Look, I know how to grow Facebook 100,000 a day. I don't recommend any of you do that because you don't really need it and you got to put more money in, but like, you know.
Resetting Insta.
We're resetting Instagram. Questions about growing it on your own or any questions about me growing it for you? Click the link on this page, okay, right here. If you're watching, or if you don't see a link, you can look at it at YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter, or if you don't see it anywhere, tylobiz.com/manage. 100% money back, refundable deposit. And okay, questions we have. What are mentor box strategies? So you guys saw a company. I've been showing mentor box revenue every day. By the way, you know how we grew a mentor box? Me and Alex put $0 into it on day one. It was a 7-figure business in guess how long? 48 hours, 2 days. How do we do that? We leverage my social media. I can launch new businesses. And that business, let's see where it is today. I haven't even looked. Here's my Stripe account for a different company I have. $38,000 today. We've made $842,000 in the last 30 days. Social, all of it from social media. No TV, no radio, no billboards. You see the power of this? And so yeah, it's all social media. And right now, if you guys see Mentor Box's Twitter, I just started taking my team and growing Mentor Box's Twitter. We just posted 1 or 2 days ago. First tweet I did got like 300 likes and 300 retweets or something like that. Ty, can you help an insurance agency? Absolutely. Just remember this, each of you people, before they come meet you, they look at your social media. They do. When I go to restaurants now, I see one on Yelp and I look and I'm like, oh, this thing got 30. I looked at one time, I forget where I was in the world. It had like 38 likes. I'm like, I ain't eating there. Any place that got 38 likes, and you know what? It turned out it was a good restaurant, but I blew it off. They lost money. Ty, is Tito Ortiz your older brother? Do I look like Tito Ortiz? He got that strong jaw, man. Got that UFC. I don't know if I got that. Ty, should you grow a fan page in your name if you have multiple businesses? 2 strategies. We'll talk about this. In general, if you have 2 businesses, you want 2 separate fan pages. There's occasional exceptions to that. But if you notice, Mentor Box has its own Facebook. It's very important to, I think, to keep businesses separate. That way, if you ever sell the business, you can sell the assets because it'll make your company more valuable. You'll be purchased and they will want those assets. Okay, good. That was a good question, though. I'm going to read some more people who's getting in the test group. All right, Jason Antwine, congratulations. Eric Sutton, congratulations. Tia Blair, did you pay twice too? I'm seeing occasionally. We'll refund you. Jared Vincent from Texas, congratulations. Dawn Kirkman, congratulations. So for those of you entering the test group, what I want you to be ready to do, you should get an email or text, reply back to it even before the phone call. Tell us one or 2 sentences about your business with a link to your current business, either a website or to your current Instagram. We need to evaluate you. We can't help everybody. As I've promised you, anybody we can't help, you will get every penny back that you're putting in the deposit. So you can't lose. The only way you can lose is not entering into my test group, okay? You guys have an hour, you have 12 minutes, I'm gonna be live, and after that, I'm gonna leave it up for 45 more minutes. So you have 57 more minutes to get in the test group, okay? What do you do after global growth? So first we get our global growth up. Now we have social proof. We have engagement. Then we begin to get more and more localized. Now for me, I have a global business. About 30% of you have a global business. If you're a realtor, let's say, and you want just people in San Diego or Los Angeles or Omaha, Nebraska or London, then we will apply a second strategy, my team and I, where we begin to localize, and that's called a lead or customer generation strategy. You never start with, I don't like to start with the customer generation strategy. That's not first. Each of you, trust me, you must build the foundation of the house, then the first floor, then the second floor. You can build a skyscraper eventually, but what if the foundation sucks? The whole thing falls over. And I see a lot of business owners are like, Ty, I only work in Hollywood. I want to do fitness clients only in Hollywood. Okay, so we only target there, but we send people there. They look at your Facebook fan page and you're a personal trainer in Hollywood and you have 17 likes. and 2,000 Instagram followers. It's not enough. If each of you over time can grow your businesses to 10,000 on the major platforms, 10,000, which sounds hard for a lot of you. I grew yesterday my Instagram was 20,000. I can do it in 12 hours. It's not just me. There's people who have even bigger followers than me. The Rock. Did you guys see yesterday Snapchat? Me and Kevin Hart shot a little video. We were both at the Laker courtside. So I walk up. I did a video with them about, I don't know, when was it? It was in the end of last season at the Clipper game. So I walked up to him and I was like, we shot a little funny video. Kevin Hart's hilarious. I think he was high. I think he was smoking a little weed before. But he's a very awesome guy. He cracks me up. But he's growing his social media like 60,000 a day sometimes. So for each of you, if you grow at only 300 a day times 30 days, that's 10,000. 300 a day on Facebook. That's 10,000. Let's get you to that floor, that minimum you need. Ty grew 2,000 on 3 different Instagram accounts using a program I could. Yeah, I don't use any of those automated systems. You can do that, just sometimes you get kicked off. So I like to follow the terms and conditions. I've never done any automated bots. There's people that do that. If you want to do that, you can do it outside of me, because it's not illegal, by the way, in terms of, you could get sued by Facebook, theoretically. But you don't need to do black hat stuff. Black hat means, you know, like hacker stuff. You don't need to. Okay, I have never created bots and gotten them on my Instagram. I've never done auto commenting. That's what people do on Instagram. If you follow this strategy for free on your own, or if you hire me and my team to do it, we can do it the real way. And then guess what? I'm verified. If you do weird stuff, I know somebody, I won't say their name. They have a huge social media following. They do a lot of black hat stuff. They got unverified. I'm lucky enough now to be verified on Snapchat, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, every single one. If you do black hat things, you may grow quickly, but you can lose your verified status, and that's a pain in the butt. For some of you, I will help you get verified. I can't do it for all of you because there's specific rules, so I'm not promising that, but we will try. I just got, who did I get verified? We helped somebody big get verified recently. Maya, who works for me, did. So I can do that occasionally, but again, I'm not going to promise you that. But I promise you this: one of the best ways to get verified is get your follower count up. They're not going to verify you with 2 Instagram followers. Yeah, it is not going to happen. Twitter will verify you. Twitter is like weird. Like, I had like 500,000 followers, and Twitter wouldn't verify me, and then people have 1,000. Twitter is its own bizarre universe that you have to learn. Okay, Twitter a little Lulu sometimes, in my opinion. But Juan Ruiz, congratulations. I see, Brian, your card was declined. So you can call the phone number on my website. You can go to email my support staff, or just try a different card, okay? You guys have an hour. I'm sorry, you guys have 52 minutes left. All right, same with you, Jermaine Miller. Card was Jason Antwani, congratulations. Welcome to my agency. Eric Sutton, congratulations. Welcome to the group, people. Welcome to the group. What else do we want to talk about? For business, would you recommend I use my personal Instagram with 1,300 followers and make a separate account? I'd probably make a separate account. Like, my Instagram is me personally, because I have a personal brand. So you got to differentiate mentally. Do you have a personal brand? If you have a personal brand, it's okay to just boost your personal. If you're selling a product, if you're drop shipping, I'm working on a clothing brand. That clothing brand will have its own. I can also post it on my personal. So you can have crossover, okay? I'm doing Rayon Monroe says I'm doing drop shipping. Great. For those of you drop shipping, you need to have a Facebook following, because people gonna look and research about, here's how the world goes. About 33% of people, a third of the planet, is very skeptical and cynical. So they go and research you. So if you just start selling a product, t-shirt, they're gonna look, is this a real business? People are still afraid to put their credit card in. What if you're not a real business? You know, for my business, those of you who know, we're based here in Los Angeles. I also have an office in San Francisco. So for those of you buying and wondering, am I getting a real business or is this on some island and, you know, a tax haven? It's not like that. I've got about 50 employees here in Los Angeles. We have a whole separate group in San Francisco. So you can trust my company. Okay, we've been here. I've been in business in Los Angeles since I moved here in 2008. I was born here and I left and I came back in 2007. So we've been here. So for those of you, you need to have a presence on social media because people are not going to trust you if you don't have a social media following. Trust me, everybody's looking there. Everybody's looking there. What are your opinions on tax havens? There's legal tax havens. Apple uses Ireland, but it's very tricky. You need a lawyer to do it right. You can't just create your own tax structure. I mean, you can, but you'll probably do it wrong and lose a lot of money. Okay. Once again, tylopez.com/manage. Now, for those of you who are concerned on the price, let me just show you something. I recently ran a report. My CPA was right here in this office. This is my office. And he was just showing me, I spent $6.2 million on social media growth, ads and growth, okay? And within 18 months or less, it was either a year or 18 months, I made back $32 million. Okay, that was the revenue created. I spent 6.2, generated 32 million. So about 5x on my money. Now, the good news is it's pro rata. I mean, it's proportional. So if I had spent $6,200, I should have been able to make 32,000 back. If I had spent $620, I should have made 3,200 back. If that makes sense. So for those of you who don't have a lot of money, you don't have to do a lot. You can. I mean, I recommend either that, you can put your money in a bank account, which gets 1%. So, you know, I hope a lot of you are smart enough to understand this principle. Okay, sorry, I need to text one person. Questions. Oops. Now, I'm going to do this for those of you who get in first in this test group. That I told you, the very first person that got in, I'm going to give him a little bit extra attention. Not much. I'm going to give all of you guys attention. Well, he's going to have, because I want him to be like, I want to be able to say in a year, look, this is the very first person. But those of you getting in here at the very beginning of this group, I'm going to work a little bit harder for you guys. I'm going to work hard for everybody, but I'm going to work extra hard. That's my bonus to you. You know what I've learned? Better to get in early before there's too many people in it. Because naturally attention gets diverted a little bit. Now, I'm not going to let in 100,000 people or some crazy thing. Someone said, Ty, good outfit. Thank you. This is Paul Smith, and this is Versace. I don't know, you're supposed to wear it like this, but it looks like I'm like a weird butler or something. Right there. Ty, when are you running the next test group? I don't have enough funds. Some of you are just going to miss out. I'm going to start posting screenshots. For those of you that are getting in right now, we're going to do before and after pictures, just like you do on weight loss. Do a collab with Versace. I just did. Did you see the Givenchy post I did? Just got 1.1 million on Instagram. Run for president. No, I would not want to be president. Seems like a rough job. Look, little side note. Life's not all about money. Life's about enjoyment. You can gauge the quality of your life by the stress when you go to sleep and wake up. If you're feeling stressed when you go to sleep and when you wake up, you need to change something. There is no change without a change of routine. Try new stuff. I optimize Somebody said, Ty, are you creating false scarcity? You can just watch, you can just try. You know, I told people when I opened up my real estate investing group last year, I said, I'm gonna open it, I'm gonna close it. Some people were like, I don't believe you. Then I closed it. No one's ever gotten in it again. And the people, for one of the persons that got in, people I got in the first day, he was born in Mexico, or his family was born in Mexico. He lives in Texas. Nobody's family ever made more than 25 grand a year, and he's making like 25 grand a month. And he's like, dude. So I've seen that over and over. So in terms of false scarcity, you can take a risk. I don't care anymore. I mean, at one point in life, a long time ago when I was young, I thought that I had to convince everybody about things. And then I realized you can't convince most people. Most people are stubborn. So what I do now on these live calls, and what I recommend you do, each of you, a little bonus technique, use your live calls to find the people who are really interested and really, they're down for you. Like I have a certain follower fan base that's really into what I do, and that's pretty much all I care about. And then there's a group of people that thinks Lamborghinis and Ferraris is all fake and all that, and I'm like, they were never my friend. They never cared about me. Why would I spend time trying to convince them? I don't try to convince them. And each of you will have a group of people that are your highly engaged customer segment, and you need to focus on them primarily. And then you're going to have the people on the borderline, the fence, and they'll slowly see what you're doing and like it. And then you're going to have the part that you'll never convince. Just think about your family. Who here has a family where everybody's amazing to you? There's not one annoying person in your family. Impossible. There's always one cousin, one brother, one uncle, somebody who's a pain in the butt. Just, you can't optimize around the pain in the butt. You optimize around the thing that's working. Ty, I've already spent over $1,000 on Facebook ads and gotten no results. So $5,000 guaranteed is, yeah, if I can't grow you $5,000 a month on your Facebook fan page, I'm gonna send your money back, because I like to do stuff that works, man. When stuff doesn't work, anything I do, if I ever launch a program and it doesn't work, I stop doing it. I've launched programs that were successful but not as successful for people as I wanted. I just turn them off. I don't sell them anymore. And if anybody wants a refund, I give people their money back. So, yeah. What's the point? You know how you make money? You do a good job for people and they come back. All profit in business is from repeat customers. Never forget that. Never forget that. It's repeat customers. So I want to just, why am I doing this? There's some of you, I'm going to tell you you want to know my real master plan that I wasn't planning to say this, but this is interesting. Here's my real master plan. I'm launching a show like Shark Tank. You've probably seen a few versions of it already. It's called, so far, I'm calling it The Investor. I already did about 3 or 4 episodes. Then I got busy and I've been traveling, so I haven't done. Okay, so what I really want to do is find those of you who are a badass and form a partnership. Either I get a percentage of your company, invest in your company, buy your company from you. Okay, that's my big picture goal. So the best way to do that is for me to work hand in hand with a small select group of you. Then I'll take the ones that I really think are the right people, the right managers, the right attitude, the right product, and I'll buy you or partner with you. And I've already done that. I did that with James Swanwick and Swannies. He had the business up, rocking and rolling, and I started helping him. And then I now own 33% of the company, and the company's bigger than ever because I help. Does that make sense? Now, I'm not going to do that for all of you, but the point being, you always need to have a master plan behind everything you're doing. So I want to do a good job for you, because if you hire me and my team to run your social media marketing and we suck at it, I'm not going to be able to go, yo, let's work together. So my master plan and what I'm trying to do is build a relationship with a handful of you. I've been doing it. I'm continuing to do it. I'll help. And trust me, the companies that I back, it's a game changer for you. It's a game changer. There's a reason people come, you know why Mark Cuban came to my house? Because he has a book and he wants me to promote it. And he's on Shark Tank and he still I can reach a crap load of people. I mean, they see instant sales. So I hope that makes sense a teeny bit as to what my master plan. But in order to do that, I got to do a good job for you. For every one of you, when you launch your business, do a good job for people so that you create a long-term, all money is in the long-term relationships. You burn your customers, and of course you're going to have some unhappy customers. You'll never be able to make a product that has 0 unhappy customers. If you go on my BBB, there's people who complain. I think I've got 15 people complaining on my BBB. What is my BBB? 20 complaints out of about 250,000 paying customers. It ain't bad, right? 20 BBB complaints. I mean, some people go, oh, your BBB has complaints. I'm like, yeah, 20 out of 200,000. You try to build a business that does that ratio, man. That's a good ratio. Look up what my BBB is. I think it's 18, 20, 28. I don't know. So what I'm saying is, and every one of those BBB complaints get resolved. They're usually, you want to hear a crazy story? We had a BBB complaint this week. So I look into it, like, what the hell? We don't get them very often. This guy goes, it was a fob. Okay, a son used his dad's credit card without his dad knowing. This is what pisses me off. So the dad did the BBB complaint. No, the son did the BBB complaint. I think I'm getting this right. But listen to what happened. We looked into the record. The complaint was they didn't give me my refund. So I call my customer support. I WhatsApp them. I go, what the hell happened? They go, oh, we looked in the records. 6 months ago, the son called the credit card company and did a chargeback and got their money back. I guess he felt guilty for using the dad card. The dad was looking at an old statement that showed this payment done. And so he calls Better Business Bureau and says he never got his money back. But he got it back 6 months ago from his son who took his card out of his wallet, but I still get the complaint. Yeah, 54. I have 54 out of 250,000. But a lot of them, at least 70% of them, are bullshit ones. Dude, we called one lady, and I literally, this is what Maya said. We were like, are you an ethical person? You fucking issued a complaint on your own mistake. We did nothing wrong. And the lady felt so bad, she called, and she can't even get it removed from the BBB. It just says resolved. So we have 54 out of 200, I probably have about 250,000 paying people. So if you think that's a bad ratio, then don't buy from me. You know, yeah, but I mean, there's a few occasional BBBs where I've had new customer support. They've done a bad job, and I'll take the blame for that as the owner of the company. But some of them, BBB, don't even get me started on the BBB. I won't get on it. I don't want them to hear this talk about the ultimate scam. If you pay, you get a higher rating. I don't know if you know that. You can go from an F to an A by paying them $1,000. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's, you really, anyway, I don't want to say too much because the BBB might be watching this and they're going to downgrade me to an F. But that is, if you don't believe me, I promise you that's the truth. Okay. Back to business. What other questions do we have? You got 38 minutes and I need to wrap up. I'm going to leave this up. You can click on the link in YouTube, in the title, Instagram, Facebook, or you can click on the one on the page, or you can go right here. So what am I going to do for you? In a quick recap, we're going to start with a global campaign. We're going to create the ads for you. We know how to build them. We know what works. We're going to do the targeting for you. We're going to do all the work for you. Goal is at least 5,000 a month on Facebook. We're going to start with Facebook. We're going to build a strong foundation. And then if you choose to continue to work with us, we're going to continue to add on more ninja tricks each and every month. We can help you with your podcast. We can help you. We can help you with your Snapchat, with your YouTube. Grow a following. We can show you how to monetize it. We can generate real customers for you. Me and my team, we've spent over $600 million in ads. I don't know if, and that's on my own, me and Alex's own businesses. So it's not just spending other people's money, it's spending my own money. I don't know if anybody's done more than me and Alex. Okay, so we're bringing you a lot of experience, bringing a lot of power. You got 100% money back guarantee. You can trust us. My company is one that is built around, let's spread the wealth. Yes, I show pictures of Lamborghinis. Yes, I show pictures of big houses. but I help people get them too. Okay? Don't forget that. Let me show you something. A guy an interesting guy. This is a true text that I just got. Let me show you something. I got this morning. You'll see it. Hold on. This is very interesting for a lot of you. He sent me a picture of his Lamborghini. Where is it? It's a guy here in Los Angeles. Oh, here we go. Here's his picture right there. He's under 22 years old. He wanted me to see the Lamborghini he got. Now, he built this business on his own, but I've helped him. He's learned from me. And so it's not just about me. It's about you, too. It's about 50-50 rule. I live 50% to take care of myself and my family, and 50% to help you. We can spread the wealth. We can spread financial security. You don't have to always be stressed. You can grow faster. You can scale your business faster than the average person. Let's work together. Let's help ourselves and help others. That's my motto. I'm not cheesy and just say, yo, only help yourself. It's like, no, both. I mean, sorry, no, I only help others. I see people posting, oh, I live only to help others and for legacy. And no, you don't. If that was true, you'd be Mother Teresa and you'd sell all you have like Jesus Christ said. I'm not saying I'm a saint, but I'm also saying you need to have a dual purpose to your life. And what I do here, obviously I want to make a profit, but I'm not trying to, do you know how much money I could charge? Let me just put it this way. I'm taking on a few large billion-dollar companies. They pay $100,000 a month is the contract we send them. $100,000. Why am I doing this for under $1,000? Easy, because I don't want to just help big corporations. I selectively choose a few corporations that I think are cool and I think they're good businesses, and I'll help them. But I want to help the everyday man and woman. I grew up everyday man and woman with a mom that was a single mom, had a regular, everybody in my family was either lower class or lower middle class. My grandma was a little better well off, thank God. That's why I didn't starve to death growing up. But she wasn't elite wealthy, okay? Much later in life, my grandma made money when real estate went up, and then it went down in 2008. But, growing up, when I got started, man, I was 19 years old. My family didn't have enough money to get me a car or to help me go to college, okay? So my grandma had a little bit of money for me for college, but it wasn't enough. So instead, I used the money to travel the world. Then I ran out of money in New Zealand and had to get my way back. So I've had to make my own way. You're probably having to make your own way. If that's you, let's work together. If it's not a good match, you can go out and try it on your own. It'll take you longer to figure it out, but it'll take an extra year or two, but you'll figure it out. So you can persevere there. For those of you who want the quicker way to get there, let's work together. Very simple thing I'm going to do for you. Be very sure that you put in your phone number. Go ahead and email and text a little about your business. A few of you that are applying to the test group, I'm not going to know how to help, and we're going to refund the money. The rest of you, it's a contract. It's not a contract, so you can cancel at any time. We'll send you an email before we charge your card. We don't do any sneaky billing or anything like that. I've always, for hundreds of thousands of people, 5 days before we rebuild their car, we send an email. I like that Geico does that to me, and I decided to do that to others. I'm going to read the last people get in the group, then I'm going to leave this up for 32 more minutes for those of you who... Rohan Taylor, congratulations. Catherine Serrett in Idaho, congratulations. Zek Roosh in Texas, congratulations. Oops. These are my other programs. Diron Satin and Santina, your card was declined. Sometimes you can just call your bank. If you're out of the U.S., sometimes I have it. Brian Liberto in California. Some of you outside the U.S., you got to just call your bank because I have American banks, and sometimes when you use your card for an American bank, they think there's a hacker. Okay? So thanks so much. I'm going to give away this final iPad as I promised. This is a 32 gig Okay. Here we go. iPad, 32 gig. Comes with Wi-Fi, lightning to USB cable, and USB power adapter. Who needs this? Can use it as a mini laptop. Okay. Giving this away completely free. You don't have to pay to be entered into this giveaway. It's for everybody watching and participating and paying attention. Question for you. No, I didn't say that in this one. Let me look back to come up with a question. What do I want to do?
Fix over that one.
Oh, I'm on the wrong one. Here, flip those over. All right, what do I want to give away? What question? Okay. I said to grow your Instagram, there's a word I use, what you want to do. You want to do this from Facebook to your Instagram. I'll accept 2 different words. Okay, I see the first person. To grow your Instagram, you do what from your Facebook fan page? Okay, I'm going to do the 4th person. That's the 3rd. We'll wait for Facebook to catch up. And then after that, I will pick the winner by going like this. And wherever Sam will close his eyes, and wherever he says,
stop.
Okay. No, I'm not doing it, Sam. Sam said
You're
stop.
doing it.
Okay, ready, Sam? Go.
Stop.
All right, we're going to go YouTube. And now, tell me when to stop on YouTube. Want to pick the person that gives the answer?
Stop.
All right. Lawrence Garcia. The word redirect, I would accept, or the word port. Lawrence Garcia on YouTube. Thank you. Big stuff. I hope to find a few of you businesses who signed up to be in my social media marketing agency for me to manage your social media, me and my team. I'm excited because a few of you, we're going to do some bigger business together. Always start out, build a relationship, and then do bigger and bigger things together. For those of you who didn't get in, try this on your own. Get your Facebook rocking and rolling. Get some global boots going. Port the people over to your Instagram, your Twitter, your Snap. Remember, Twitter, you need to post more often. 7 times a day is a great way to do it. Remember to grow your Instagram. If you want other people to share and get their followers following you, first do it for them. Never ask. First do it for them and then ask. The principle of reciprocity. No. Okay. I'm out. I got a party. You got 27 minutes and 30 seconds left. I'll leave the link up. We'll continue to work. You got 27 minutes. Or you can go to tylopez.com/manage if you don't see the button. Make sure you go there. If you don't go to that link, you're not going to get, you're not going to get access to this. So, okay? Thanks so much. Those of you who like this, I just found out this is Gucci, I think, not Versace. I told you, I said this is Gucci. It's a Gucci logo. But my stylist or somebody else was like, no, it's Versace. Anyway, talk to you guys soon. Bye. Look up Gucci icon. We're going to establish a baseline without
So this is...
without the bonus. It sold well.